Hi YouTubers, I just want to make a quick video about some feelings I have on certain issues. They may be a little bit political, and if so, and they offend anybody, I don't mean to. It's just my own personal beliefs. We all have different beliefs on different things, and sometimes we just have to accept other people's beliefs as their beliefs and maybe move on. These are my beliefs. So if anybody doesn't agree, I'm really sorry. This is how I feel about things. 3 weeks ago, I had my third chest lift, and hopefully now this is the last operation on my chest. I had quite a nasty infection the first week after that. Quite strong painkillers. I was on antibiotics, strong ones, which basically knocked me off my feet. But there you go, part and parcel, I guess. And I'm alright now, except for the fluid retention under my left arm, which is gradually going down. So I'm still off work, but I should be going back next Monday if everything's back to the way it should be. Anyway, moving on. The issues I want to talk about are two labels that are out there concerning what could be seen as two different groups or one whole group, or maybe different groups under an umbrella. The umbrella term is transgender, which for me I understand to be a very, very wide spectrum, you know, which includes cross-dressers, transvestites, genderqueer, all sorts of things. And at the other end of the spectrum, if one terms oneself transgender, as I see it, is transsexual. Now, this term for me has come over from America. They use it over there. Everybody's transgender who is non-gender conformist. Now for me, I didn't fit in any of those categories that was under transgender umbrella. In 2006, 2007, when I started looking into my gender and started to really analyse how I felt about myself, I did look at all these different labels, and I did question whether I could be a cross-dresser, genderqueer, BOI, and another number of things on the spectrum. I did never, ever think I fitted under the label of transvestite. That is no disrespect to transvestites, none whatsoever. I just aren't, and never have been, and never will be. For me, the only label that ever fitted me, once I'd come to terms with who I was transsexual. Now, I ran away from that label many times, but it was the only label that truly fitted me and how I felt about myself. I denied the fact that I was a man for many, many years, even though this is how I'd felt since I was 8 years old. For many reasons, as many of you have seen on my other videos. I'm a transsexual, in my humble opinion, because I had gender dysphoria, and the only way to sort that out was to get medical intervention. And that is what I did. I couldn't have got medical intervention unless I was diagnosed with GID. Well, that is the more popular and more recognised term these days. When I was diagnosed originally in 2009, I was diagnosed as transsexual, and the second opinion that I was given in Leicester was transsexualism. That was the classification I was given, and I was relieved when I was given that. I don't like labels, really, but when I was given that classification and that diagnosis, it was like a huge weight had been taken off my shoulders. It was great. Acceptance at last, and I could move forward. I wasn't ashamed anymore. I just felt good, knowing that I could move forward, have hormones, and have surgeries to match my head with my body, or my body with my head, whichever. I just needed to make that connection and be the person I really was inside. I needed to bring that man out. I needed to get the two bits aligned with each other. And the only way to do that was to be clinically diagnosed, so I could move forward, so I could become a whole person, so I could become happy, contented, and not dysfunctional, because that is how I felt, dysfunctional. Now, I'm still a transsexual male, in my opinion, but I've been cured of my gender dysphoria because I did what I had to do to be cured of my gender dysphoria, and that was go through the medical pathway. Now, nobody is ever going to tell me that I'm transgendered, because I'm not transgendered. And that's no disrespect to transgendered people. I'm a trans man, yes, but I'm a transsexual man. I'm not a transgendered man. For me, they're two different things. I've tried to reconcile the fact, and I've tried to see if I could possibly fit the term transgender. I cannot. And that is just how I feel about me. And I would like to think as I respect other people for their belief of what they are and who they are, that people could respect me for who I am and what I am. And please stop trying to change me, because that's never going to happen. I am who I am. I am Felix. I am male. And if I have to put a label on myself, I am a transsexual male, none other. Again, sorry if this has offended anybody. I didn't mean to. It's just my personal view of myself.